a game of two halves as well, the old cliche. Great start, but what happened in the second half there?
It wasn't actually a great start, we were a goal down. I know it was disallowed in the end, but it was a warning sign to me. I've been probably not thinking as positively as I have done tonight with regards to the team, with regards to who we were playing against. I spoke too much about walking before the game instead of concentrating on Kidderminster Harriers. That's my job. I can only control what Kidderminster Harriers can do. And after that early warn, after the 5 minutes when they scored and it was disallowed, we then got a grip of the game and played some good football. Had a chance, stuck it away, had a couple of chances after that. Didn't capitalise to make it 2-0, which would have been comfortable. 1-0 is never a comfortable scoreline in any game of football, whether it be in the Premier League or in the National League. Second half they threw caution to the wind, took chances, played a system that we couldn't get to grips with in the midfield for a long period of time. And I made changes from the bench, and I've made the wrong changes. It's as simple as that. I take full responsibility for the scoreline. I think I've let the Kidderminster fans down, I've let the team down. But bottom line is, when you have 2 injured centre halves, 3 injured centre halves, shall I say, and we have 2 guys sort of making a long-awaited comeback games or debuts or whatever you want to call them at centre half. They were hanging on at the end, and consequently Woking, give them the credit, they came afterward and eventually smelt blood and got their rewards in the end. Even the penalty was an absolutely magnificent save by Dibbs, and we couldn't get the ball out the net. So that sums the night up to a certain extent, but it also sums my performance up as well. As I say, people can say about 6 wins in 8 and 6 wins in 9 now, and we're in a good place. Yes, we are in a good place, but bottom line is I've let people down tonight. I didn't make enough right decisions, and consequently that's why we lost the game. What
have you said to Knight Percival about the penalty, Phil?
Nothing. He was treading water. He's 37, 38-year-old. They asked questions in the first half and he stood up to it. They asked questions in the second half and he stood up to that as well, but consequently when fatigue sets in you do some strange things, and I think gave him his credit. He was doing strange things, I was doing strange things on the touchline, so I'm not blaming Knight Percival at all. I'm not blaming the goalkeeper at all. I'm blaming myself. The players they gave us what they had. We made changes. I didn't make enough good changes, I took Sam Bellis off. I should never have done that in a million years. I took Jack Lambert off. I shouldn't have done that. So if anybody takes any blame for this scoreline, it's me.
Take full responsibility. Second half, sometimes though, do you have to just credit to the opposition, because Woking did show a lot of fight, a lot of spirit and a lot of determination to get back into the game?
I'm not taking any credit away from them at all. I'm just saying that I made too many bad decisions. I think Woking did a job on us in the second half. They did the homework in the first half but didn't capitalise on it. We had enough good possession in the final third to hurt them. Second half I said exactly the same. If we've got enough in the final third, we'll beat them, but I'd like to get some breathing space. 1-0 tonight. 1-0 was a difficult scoreline against Dagenham and Redbridge and against Hartlepool. It wasn't such a bad scoreline. We had enough character, enough strength of character, and I was making right decisions. Tonight I didn't make them right decisions, and consequently we lost the game. I ain't blaming anybody but myself, and I think a lot of managers should actually do that more often. I think the players have given their all, and they have given their all in 9 games, and I've been delighted with the return. So take the focus off the players. I think Knight Percival has put his body on the line. I think Cole has put his body on the line. I think Rhys McInally's put his body on the line. Would I have liked to have changed to a back 4? Absolutely, but I couldn't take that chance because of players without match fitness. It's a disaster for them, because you're out there and they're putting their bodies on the line, and the supporters have got to understand that they gave everything, but unfortunately, Nathaniel with a silly push gave the penalty away, and consequently the ball's in the back of the net. End of story.
I know the Harriers fans will appreciate your honesty, and as you say, it's refreshing a manager to put his hand up and say, I may not made the right decisions, but any manager facing a team with 2 of their best centre-backs out, is going to struggle, and players coming in, good players, but they, as you alluded to, they haven't played for a while.
Not for a long time, and age comes into that as well, and match fitness, making the right decisions late on in games. That's quite simply what you get asked the question. You're not physically getting asked the question, you're getting asked the question mentally. And but I was getting asked questions on the touchline and didn't respond. I let the players down tonight, and I let the supporters down, and it won't happen again. I've just said that to them in there, and I mean that. We've got 2 home games coming up. Our away form has just been absolutely, it's blown me away. It has absolutely blown me away. When you talk about 12 points from 15 in any 5 away games, I think any manager in the world would take that. But we've now got 2 games at Agbara, and as I say, you'll have a manager on the touchline that'll be making right decisions, born out the fact that probably I'll be able to field as near as damn it to a stronger team, but that's not being disrespectful of the team that I put out today. We had, circumstances always dictate in football, and you've got to try and patch over sometimes, and we didn't do that sufficiently tonight.
Do you hope that Alex Penny will be okay, be over his illness for Saturday?
I'm hoping so. Doctors are recommending that as a possibility. He might be back on the training ground on Thursday, but sometimes you've got to look a little bit further into these things and take them for what they are. They're people at the end of the day, and yes, we're athletes and everybody judges us on that, but at the end of the day it can happen to anybody. And I think where Pens is concerned, I think he's a kind of character that I want to show everybody that this is a little blip in his team, because it's his team at the end of the day. He's been at the club for 4 years. And he runs the show, he runs the changing room. It's fantastic to see. He was missed tonight, there's no doubt about it, but that's not being disrespectful of anybody that played. But you've also got Matty Preston coming back very, very close, and you've got the Chief. Again, them influences out there went amiss tonight. We had enough character in the first 4 games, and certainly in the last 2 games, to get us over the winning line at various places, but tonight we just didn't have that strength of character to get us over the line. Maybe that lack of fitness, I don't know, in a couple of players, but again, I take it away from them at all. It's not their fault at all.
Another huge game. They come thick and fast, don't they? York City, another proverbial 6-pointer at Agbara, but I suppose you want supporters to turn out and get behind the boys.
I think they will. I think it's a fantastic football club. Whether I'm here for Saturday's game or next season or whatever, it's not the question. The question is, it's a fantastic football club, and it's a great group of players, and they were wallowing, all said and done, when I first arrived, wallowing in the mire, as it were, and decisions that were being made on and off the field of play weren't working. Tonight I emphasise that the decisions on and off the field of play weren't working. That's the reason why we lost the game. But if that's going to be the course of action between now and the end of the season, we've got to make enough right decisions. A lot of managers talk about 7 out of 10. If you make 7 out of 10, I've probably made 1 tonight. But I'll be back to 7 out of 10 tomorrow, and hopefully Thursday, Friday with Saturday in view.
You've been very critical of yourself, but you're doing an incredible job still since you've come in.
It's in the past at the moment. Since I came in, it's always nice to hear the plaudits, and it's always nice to feel the pats on the back, but they don't count for anything. When you perform as a manager, you perform the way you have done tonight, you don't deserve anything. And as I say, good luck to Woking and their management team, and well played tonight. But as we say, we've got 2 big games coming at Agbara, and hopefully the fans will turn out, and hopefully we will turn out, me in particular.